Good morning, friends and family, YouTube worldwide. Welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to the Most High for allowing everything possible and for allowing me to give you this content. Today is the best day of the work week. Today is Good Friday. Today is payday. Today is week 22 of the 100 Envelope Savings Challenge, Roth IRA Savings Challenge 2026. Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I am just sharing what works for me. Don't forget to pay yourself first. Don't forget to pay yourself the minimum, at least 20% of your weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly salary. It's very, very important to save money. It's very important to save money. It's very important to pay yourself first. All right, friends and family. Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I am just sharing what works for me. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. Here we manage our money wisely. Here we create a budget. Here we save first and spend later. Here we invest early. Here we avoid debt. To summarize what I just said, here we earn, save, and invest for the long haul. Here we are building a solid financial foundation. Here we make sure we are fully funded weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. As the head of the money management team, I want to go over the 3 golden rules of saving money. Golden rule number 1, don't spend more than you earn. Golden rule number 2, always plan for your future. And golden rule number 3, help your money grow. All right, friends and family, so we are in week 22 of the challenge. I hope you are all doing well. I'm doing good so far, and this is the last Friday for May. June is here. We're already 6 months in, basically. All right, we are halfway through the year, and I hope everybody is saving. I hope everybody's investing. I hope everybody is doing well financially. Tax season is over, and a lot of people, they spend their money. What's very, very important also, that now that I brought up tax season, that's extra money that, if you, get a refund, that's, money that you overpaid, right? So it's basically like a bonus. So usually, they say, if you have your expenses, always keep your expenses the same. Like when you get a bonus or when you get a raise or when you get your refund, try not to spend majority of it. Try not to spend all of it, save it, save it. Don't increase your income, keep it the same. That's the extra money that's came in, save it, because that's what I'll do. That's what we do here. Every time we get a refund, every time we get some type of economic relief, we don't spend it, we save it. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's very, very important. And I want to give shout outs to Good Dog. Good Dog always, tuning in to the content. He's always, giving his opinion, and he always giving me a lot of advice on the comment section. Good Dog, I appreciate you so much. And I got something good for you, Good Dog. So now that I have enough money, because remember, I wanted to buy up shares of the S&P 500. I got a friend that I used to work with. His name is Ronald Harry, and he tunes into my social media, and he gives me advice when it comes to ETFs and stuff like that. So he told me, Mike, I see that you only, because basically we only had a gain of $10, from the investments that I bought shares of. I bought shares of Bank of Hong Kong and ETFT. So I was only we was only up $10. Right, so my one of my coworkers, but my old coworker, I used to work with him about more than a decade ago. He ended up going, I think, to Pennsylvania or something like that. And we friends on social media, and he was like, well, there's this ETF that you should purchase. It's like a part of the S&P 500, but on ETF. So he told me to buy shares of XSPI. XSPI, that's NEO's ETFTR, NEO's boosted S&P 500 high income ETF. So I bought 9 shares. I bought 9 shares of that, and I bought it at $445.64, and the value is $451.90. So we are up $6 just on that one. All right, friends and family. So right now, as of now, we are up $17.30. So that's basically an extra $7.30. And I'm gonna get an estimated annual income. Dividends. I'm gonna get dividends every quarter. So I am estimated to get $72.97 at the end of the year, just with this ETF. So that's good news. Just wanted to put that out there. One of my good friends, Ronald, he follows me on social media, and he gives me advice and gives me on the comment side, just like Good Dog. So basically, Good Dog told me to explain to you all how this thing works, with the ETFs and stuff like that when it comes to Roth IRA. All right, friends and family. So that's good news. So every time and when I purchased it, I think it was like $48 a share. So every time I get up, because I always save $25. So once I hit the $50 mark, I'm gonna continue to buy more shares. But right now, I bought 9 shares of this ETF. All right, friends and family. So that's good news. That's an investment. So that's what we do here. We save and we invest. All right, friends and family. Very, very important. And I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy that I got people that follows me and gives me advice, and I take it. Any advice that anybody gives me, and I know and I do my research, in which I did my research. I take it, and then we make moves. All right, we make moves, man. We perform. You know what I'm saying? We are not in the audience. We are not spectators, man. We here in the game to participate in it. All right, friends and family. Just wanted to put that out there. So we are in week 22. Last week I didn't have my sheet. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to mark, last week was week 21, which was $231. So this week is week 22, and it's going to be $253 once we put $22 into our envelope here. All right, friends and family. So it's right there, week 22. Okay, week 22. So we are going to put $22. Let's mark this. Week 19, week 20, week 21, and week 22. All right, friends and family. So we got $22, and we are going to put that. Week 22. All right. So we already, basically, this is the last week we have. Remember, we have 5 weeks this month of May. All right. I'm not sure when we're going to get another 5 weeks. I don't know if it's going to be in August or September. All right. But, that's an extra week of savings, right? So we got slot 22. All right, friends and family. And then we have $25 in which we are going to put here. And I already told you how much we have. We have in our Roth IRA, I have put down $567.30. So we have $525 here. We're gonna have, once we put this 25 in here, we're gonna have $550. All right, we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 94, 20, 40, 60, 80, no, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. So we could put 25. I'm gonna put these 25. So we're gonna have 550. No, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, $550. All right, friends and family, we have $550, and we have $567.30 in our Roth IRA. All right, friends and family, thank you for tuning in. God willing, we come back with week 23 of the 100 Envelope Savings Challenge, Roth IRA Savings Challenge 2026. All right, peace and love.